Seattle Seahawks. Every time they're the 1 seed and have the advantage, they go to the Super Bowl. After the special teams miscue, Sam Darnold to Jake Bobo. That's right. You never know. Well, you know he's going to catch it. JSN. And then Sam Darnold, the smile of a Super Bowl quarterback. His coach, Mike McDonald, on his QB.
300-something yards, 3 touchdowns, no picks. Every time they went and scored again, he came back, made some big-time throws on 3rd down, 2-minute drive, 4-minute drive. The guy barely practiced all week, you know. Just really happy for him. He deserves it. Just been a rock for us the whole year, so just really happy for him.
The toe-to-toe, Stafford and Darnold. These are the numbers. I mean, where do we sign up for this, Booger? This is 700 yards throwing, 6 touchdowns, no interception.
And it's pretty good from a turnover standpoint. Neither quarterback made a turnover. The efficiency, the precision, this was quarterbacking at its highest level. And it was good to see not only Matthew Stafford, who started this season in August. We didn't know if he was going to play with the back injury. And Sam Darnold, could he win the big game? Could he play his best in the biggest moments? He showed up and showed out today, Boom.
And the 2 receivers, 1, Booger Nakua, led the league in catches. 2, Jackson Smith and Jigba, almost 1,800 yards receiving this year, led the league in yards. They caught 19 between them. They caught over 300 yards. They each caught a touchdown. I mean, these were the biggest game. The biggest players played at the top of their game.
And here's the best thing about this. You knew before the game both of these guys were getting the football. The Rams were going to throw it to Booger Nakua, and the Seahawks were going to throw it to Jackson Smith.
And if we know it,
everybody in America knew it. There's probably 45 million people watching this game. Everybody knew where the ball was going, and they still got open.
It's great.
The offensive coordinators did an outstanding job, but that's a credit to these young men. Everybody knows they're getting the ball, and they still can get open and make catches.
I mean, look, again, armchair quarterback, and it's the 2 Seans, 2 guys who we respect to the moon, obviously. We discussed this. Sean Payton had it over Woody. If Sean McVay had it over on 4th and goal, about 5 minutes to go, figuring, or, you know, I'm going to get the ball again, but a field goal would have made it 1. Would we have done that differently? We wondered. I wasn't surprised that he – actually, I was surprised a little bit that he went.
Like, you got to understand, and I get it. There are a lot of people out there that are going to say analytics, and the ESPN analytics will say go and all that. Hey, at some point, understand the momentum of the game. Understand how it goes. And at that situation, if Sean McVay, you bring Mevis out there, you kick the field goal, now you put the pressure back on Seattle's offense. And so now if you're Seattle's offense and if you go 3 and out or you get a ball back, we don't need to drive for a touchdown. We got a kicker that can kick a 50-yarder, and we're on turf, so we don't have to worry about the footing. And so now the pressure goes back to Seattle's offense to keep the football. I just think, and I hope it doesn't rear its ugly head in the Super Bowl, if you're a coach out there and you got an opportunity, the name of the game is to score more points than the opponent. Like last time I checked, that's a field goal counts as 3 points.
Let me see. That's rule number 1.
It still should be rule number 1. Score more points than the other team. But for some reason, we get coaches that get a little greedy. And I get it. Dan Campbell set this precedent a couple years ago, going for it and being so aggressive. We got to get back to like doing the things that used to help us, man. I won a playoff game kicking 5 field goals. The great Indianapolis coach, we went to Baltimore, we won 15-9.
I remember that.
You can win with field goals. Don't be so disappointed and feel like you have to go for everything. And I think if you're Sean McVay and you're Sean Payton and you have a conference this offseason, they're going to talk about, hey, maybe we need to learn how to kick a few more field goals.
Well, here's the one thing. If you have Stafford and Nakua, and in Seattle's case, if you have Sam Darnold and Jackson Smith and Jigba, this shades you. Why would I kick if I can do
I understand. I get it.
Okay, we're getting a lot of different signals. We're going to go to Matthew Stafford first, or we're going to go to JSN. We're going to go to Matthew Stafford after the game. Played great, but again, flying home without this time a trip to the Super Bowl.
I think it came down to a whole lot more than just that. It was a battle the whole game. It wasn't like we were all just waiting for one play here or there. There's a million plays in a football game that can turn the tide, and we had our opportunities, didn't make it.
What's he going to say, right? I mean, we thought I could make it.
Yeah, but look,
I know.
that situation, he thought he was going to get a pressure look. They dropped out. And so now you have 7, 8 guys dropping back.
It's a good defensive call.
It is a good defensive call by Mike McDonald. You got to break your tendencies there. And so he doesn't know. That's why he double clutched. He was ready to throw the football, but there was no way to throw it. And then that internal clock gets in your head. I can't hold it for 5 seconds. And he kind of forced one. Witherspoon made a really good play. Stafford has nothing to hang his head about.
Oh, God, no.
The Rams played an outstanding game throughout the season. Boom. It's a really good year. Sean McVay is still one of the better coaches in football. But as I said earlier, in the biggest games against the better competition, your weaknesses and your flaws always show.
Very good. That was great.
They always show. And in this game, the Rams' biggest weaknesses weren't the quarterback. They weren't Devontae Adams. They weren't Puka Nacua. It's their special teams and their secondary. Special teams and secondary cost the Rams. And I think if you're Sean McVay, if you can convince Stafford to come back, that's one thing. I know that both coordinators are up for jobs and head coaching jobs and all that. If Shula comes back on the defensive side of the ball, what are you going to do if you're Les Snead and Sean McVay to ensure the secondary is better? That, to me, that's the number one question I have for the Rams.
And bull rush here and there, even though his defenders,
yes,
verse and I mean, obviously,
yes,
but can't have everything.
You can't.
Apparently,
you can't unless you're Seattle.
Well,
they got it pretty good.
They got a lot of answers,
they
and they got more answers on this day. And one of their answers, we're going to do it anyway. JSN. All right, we have some sound from him. He led the league with almost 1,800 yards in receiving. How does he get open? That sounds like a question I should ask both of them. But meanwhile, he's going to the Super Bowl.
Just a true leader, true competitive leader. He led us today. Can't say enough about Sam, man. It's been a great first year. We got one more to go, but for him to overcome what he has to overcome, I'm rolling with Sam all day. So, we believe in him. This building believe in him. The city believe in him, and it's awesome to run out on the field with him.
He's had 5 games against the Rams, including 2 last year with Geno. 4 of them are like stats today. And the Rams are one of the better defenses. Yeah. I mean, I know they don't, but this young man, he's I don't want to say the sky's the limit because I had a guy in the Seahawks this week tell me, why would we make the sky the limit? But he's only, that was Devin Witherspoon, actually. He's amazing.
Something to think about, Boom. This thought just crossed my mind. If I remember correctly, the game where Darnold was supposedly seeing ghosts was against the Patriots. It's amazing. It's amazing how we come full circle. Here we go. In the Super Bowl.
We're getting to it.
It's Sam Darnold against the Patriots. It's amazing how life works. He's going to get an opportunity, even though the players are different and all that. I get that. But it's Sam Darnold against the Patriots.
There's a lot of plot lines. And speaking of the Patriots, both they and Denver